Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, it's Graham Gano to get this one started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And this will be a Bucs first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Michael McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. He's got a tight end. That's Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Giants first down. To the air again goes Dart. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Dart gonna throw it again. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing again, Dart. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's over the middle and intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line. They go play action with Mayfield. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Tyke Smith there on the stop. From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Warriors 70.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
That was saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for a touchdown.
And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked for loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Mayfield. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Giants has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism.
Bucky Irving. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
And they're on the 34-yard line.
On first down, Dart. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 36 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. That one is complete. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Third and goal.
18, let's go. 70 Lions.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, here's Irving. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That is left side and caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. A gain of 7. And the Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On second down, Baker. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
3rd and 6. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That'll be incomplete. So they go for the trickery, but it does not work out. And it's going to be 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
In motion, it's Robinson. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This field in at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Hawk 7, let's go now.
They'll start this on the ground with Scannable. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of a gun, here comes Dart. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. He's taken down just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Neighbors in motion. Dart. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Giants. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A give. This is Irving. He'll manage only a couple. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
On play action, Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Here's Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. Back to Robinson, he's got it. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Giants.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
Dart gonna throw it again. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. To the air once more is Dart. This one on target for Johnson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. To the air again goes Dart. That is caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New York. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Now, a two-point conversion attempt stop. Throwing again, Dart. Flush to his right, and he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
And they'll bring it down just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Here's Irving. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Once again, it's Scatterboot. Up the sideline to the 40. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bucs have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll run it. It's over. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll go. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. On first down, Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now a give to Scatterboo, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll run here, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Brings up second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up for second and 9. They go play action with Mayfield. Rolling right, and a nice run, and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Left side, he's got Ibuka. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. They'll come up now for second down. Baker to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Run. 180. What's up?
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Olszewski now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.